Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I've been covering this story out of St. Petersburg, Florida. Shout out St. Petersburg. About the 2022 death of this young man up here, Prince Holland. He was 13 at the time when he was viciously gunned down, whether it's by accident or whatever, by these two gentlemen over here. That one was the shooter and one was the driver. And these people are Kentravius Gerard, age 25 at the time. This is in 2022. He was the shooter. And Marcel Johnson, age 22, who was the driver. Now, both of these guys, I did this story last week where they made the news because they're about to go to trial, and they want separate trials, even though they committed the crime at the same time as co-defendants. And one is telling on the other, Marcel Johnson, the driver, and you'll see in this video, they show him telling some more stuff. And it's crazy how you go and do dirt with somebody, and then when the house of cards you built falls apart, and your foolishness and savagery is exposed, then all of a sudden it's everybody else's fault but yours. Take a look at this, and we'll come back because there's some news on them with this split trial thing. Check this out.
Tonight at 5, no final decision was made today about separate trials for the two men accused of murdering 13-year-old Prince Holland in December of 2022. The judge mentioned that determining where to try 27-year-old Kentravius Gerard and 25-year-old Marcel Johnson separately could take time because of court logistics.
Gerard and Johnson face murder charges in connection with Holland's death. News4Jax reporter Alicia Hatcher has been following this case from the very beginning and spoke with Holland's mom about the latest motion.
In December 2022, Marcel Johnson was behind the wheel while Kentravius Gerard shot at an SUV, killing 13-year-old Prince Holland and injuring his coach Jalen Burrows, according to the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. By the time this case goes to trial, it will be nearing that 3-year mark. Here are some of the milestones. On December 3rd, 2022, the Holland's family life was changed when Prince was shot and killed while leaving football practice. That night, Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters pleaded to the community.
Can we please stand together? Can we please fight this problem that we're having in our community? Because it's very frustrating, should not happen, and we lost a 13-year-old kid tonight. Just going home from football practice.
They snatched my baby life away from him.
He also made a promise to find the people responsible. A month later, on January 9th, 2023, the sheriff's office announced the arrest of Marcel Johnson for being the driver. A few weeks later, in February, Kentravius Gerard was the second person arrested in this case and was named the shooter, according to the sheriff's office.
And while we know that these arrests cannot fill the enormous void left in the hearts of Prince's family members, we hope that these arrests are the first step in the healing process.
Over a year later, in June 2024, the state attorney's office released interrogation video and phone calls in the investigation.
20-year-old, so I'm like, bro, you did all this, and I know that he's not 20.
Since their arrest, Gerard and Johnson have been in and out of the courtroom for pretrial and motion hearings. Their latest court appearance, the judge did not decide whether they would be tried separately.
Court counsel, we were in the large courtroom exploring logistical issues about the practicality of trying Mr. Johnson and Mr. Gerard at the same time to separate juries.
After Thursday's court appearance, Gerard's attorney sent us a statement about the motion saying, "We are hoping the court serves the two trials so that a jury can clearly evaluate the lack of evidence against Mr. Gerard independent of his co-defendant's case." I also gave Holland's mom, Chantel Brown, a call to get her thoughts. How do you feel about Gerard's attorney pushing to have a separate trial from Johnson?
Do I like it? No, because I feel like she don't care about nobody else. She don't care about the kids involved, let alone the family or me of the victim that was murdered. So why would you want to put us through that more than once?
Would you be open to having one trial with two separate juries?
Yeah, I don't feel like it'll make a difference. Guilty is guilty.
Alicia Hatcher, Channel 4, the local station.
Guys, there you see it. Some more stuff talking about, oh, because of court technicalities and all of this type of stuff. They're trying to go through these motions. Why is it even motions? A child is dead. Dead. You got two men, ride or die. One is the driver, one is the shooter. Driver telling on the shooter. Why do I get the murder charge too? Can we have separate trials? I didn't pull the trigger. Yeah, but you drove him there, fam. You drove him there. If you wasn't driving the car, and then what's crazy about it, according to what they're saying, the car was his grandma's car. In the interrogation video on Law and Crime, where they show the full interrogation, where they picking his story apart, first he said a couple of his friends took the car by gunpoint, held him at gunpoint, took the car, and they the ones commit the robbery. Name names and everything. They knew that was a lie. Come to find out, it was his grandma's car that he drove with his boy. Now he talking about, oh, his boy was dangerous. He was scared. He didn't want to tell him no. And he wound up going along. And the guy threatened him, if you say something, you'll die too. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Who we fooling here? This is the part that's crazy to me. It's a few things that's crazy to me. First of all, I wouldn't give them separate trials or nothing. How were you privileged after you took somebody's life and you put yourself in this position of all this heat on you because you and your dumb ass boy jumped in the fire? It's crazy to me how so many people can be all aboard with the bullshit when they out there doing some stuff. And then when it come down to how much time you facing something, all of a sudden you try to pull away from somebody else and try to single yourself out. They got you on TV telling and all this other stuff. Sickening. Know what else is sickening? They even entertaining this. They supposed to go back to court. What is it? April what? I think it's the 3rd. They go back April 3rd or something. No, hold on. I'll tell you right now. I think they go back and make another court appearance April 3rd to decide this. Shouldn't even be nothing to decide. No. Y'all was in the car together. When he shot, you drove the car. When he shot, ain't no separate trial. Y'all both were responsible. One part played another to the played an effect. One cause was the effect. Played the part of the effect. One hand washes the other, and both of y'all got blood and dirt on your hands. I don't want to hear nothing. Another thing is this. You ever notice this? And I said this before. You'll pander and give deals and show things to people that do some of the that don't give nobody choices when they go out here and kill him indiscriminately. He wasn't even a target. They shooting at the coach. Because ladies and gentlemen, listen, the story was he was at football practice, him, Prince Holland, and an 11-year-old boy that's not identified in the car. They were in the car. The coach was giving them a drive home after football practice. They saw the coach. He was the intended target. He was shot 10 times and miraculously survived. As they pulled up to the stoplight, Prince Holland was hit with bullets too, and he died. The 11-year-old boy wasn't injured. What you think about that? Shot at a car full of kids, ain't give a damn, only saw red. You know what I'm saying? Hate pushed you to pull that trigger, regardless of who was in the way and who was there. I'm more than sure when you was driving that car, you seen it was multiple people in there, but you had one target and didn't care who got hit. Now all of a sudden, help! I didn't. Shut the fuck up. Stop it. It's crazy how they say, oh, we don't negotiate with foreign terrorists, but you negotiate deals and all that other shit with the ones that are domestic, which is damn shameful. If anybody ever jump out here shooting indiscriminately in the street, turning the street into the OK Corral, killing kids and stuff like that, once somebody die or get injured, you need to offer yourself up. I'd call it the stand-up law. A kid died because of your foolishness or somebody else died because of your foolishness. It's only right that you sacrifice self, whether you want to or not. This is crazy. They talk about, people always talk about, oh, this got to stop. It will never stop because the law doesn't take the shit seriously. They don't. They don't take it seriously. People always talk about they'll be tough on crime and this and that. Listen, there's only one thing that people like this understand, And it ain't jail time and nothing like that. Because when you lock them up, they're around people just like them. Hell, these motherfuckers wasn't shit out here in the real world. When they get in jail, you know what I'm saying? The same thing that compels them, goofiness and stuff, it's full of people in jail. They'll be around their peers, be around people that's like them. Yeah, they'll be confined, but nothing gonna change. Talking about needs different penalties. Yeah, well, we need a whole overhaul of the justice system. And people go out here and sacrifice others in their own selfish, satanic devilishment. They themselves need to be sacrificed. When they dealt with barbarians back in the past, they only understood violence. And they was met with it. They understood death because that's all it was about. Why is the times any different? That's real. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's crazy how motherfuckers talk about they grown-ass men, they gangster, they this, they that, they in rap videos doing all this other shit, pointing the gun and all of this stuff, knowing it's a one-way ticket to a dead end. And then when they get to that dead end, all of a sudden, somebody's supposed to help get them out of it. Shameful. See you in the next video. Take care.